Right now, somewhere on a reef, an octopus could be sitting in plain sight and you would walk right past it without ever knowing. In less time than it takes you to blink, its entire skin can shift from mottled brown rock to bright red alarm to nearly invisible sand in a single fluid motion. No costume change, no hiding, just instant transformation happening in a fraction of a second right in front of a predator's eyes. So how does a soft-bodied animal with no scales, no feathers, and no fur pull off something that looks like special effects? The story starts with something hiding in the octopus's skin called chromatophores, tiny pigment-filled sacs surrounded by a ring of muscle. Each sac holds a single color, usually red, yellow, or brown, packed into a space smaller than a pinhead. When the surrounding muscles contract, that sac stretches wide open, and the color becomes fully visible. Relax those same muscles, and the sac shrinks back down, and the color all but disappears. An octopus has hundreds of thousands of these chromatophores across its body, and here's the part that makes this genuinely wild. Each one is wired directly to the nervous system, muscle to nerve, with almost no delay. That direct wiring is why the color change happens in milliseconds, instead of the slow chemical shifts you see in animals like chameleons. But here's where things get strange. Underneath that layer of chromatophores sit even more specialized cells, reflective structures called iridophores and leucophores, which bounce and scatter light to add shimmer, brightness, and even a kind of structural white without using pigment at all. Stack all of these layers together, and an octopus isn't just changing color, it's simultaneously adjusting hue, brightness, and even the texture of its skin, raising and lowering small bumps called papillae to mimic coral, rock, or seaweed, all coordinated together in real time. Except there's one problem researchers have spent years trying to explain. Most evidence suggests octopuses are colorblind. Their eyes appear to only detect brightness and contrast, not the actual colors humans perceive. So how does a colorblind animal consistently match colors it may not even be able to see? In 2015, researchers at the University of California, Santa Barbara, led by Desmond Ramirez and Todd Oakley, found part of the answer, and it wasn't in the eyes at all. Working with the California two-spot octopus, they discovered that the skin itself contains light-sensitive proteins called opsins, the exact same family of proteins used inside the octopus's eyes. When they shone light directly onto isolated skin tissue, with no input from the eyes or brain whatsoever, the chromatophores expanded and changed color anyway. They called this process light-activated chromatophore expansion, or LACE, and it suggested something remarkable. The octopus's skin can sense light on its own, independent of its central nervous system, essentially giving the animal a second distributed way of reading its environment. That still doesn't fully solve the mystery. The skin's light sensing appears to detect brightness rather than sharp detail, nowhere near as precise as true eyesight, and researchers still don't fully understand how the brain, eyes, and this independent skin-based system work together to produce the specific detailed camouflage patterns octopuses are famous for. Some scientists suspect it's a combination layered together, primary control from the eyes and brain, fine local adjustments handled independently by the skin itself, but the full picture of how those signals get coordinated remains an active area of research. What we do know is that this entire system evolved for more than just hiding. Rapid color shifts let octopuses flash warning colors to startle predators, signal aggression or mating interest to other octopuses, and even mesmerize prey with hypnotic pulsing patterns before striking. The same biological machinery serves camouflage, communication, and hunting, sometimes within the same few seconds. So here's the full picture. An octopus doesn't change color the way we might imagine a costume change. It's closer to running thousands of independent nerve-controlled pixels across its entire body, layered with reflective cells, and possibly its own skin-based light sensors, all coordinating in real time. The ocean isn't empty, it's simply waiting for us to discover what's still hiding below. If you enjoy exploring the unknown, there's plenty more waiting beneath the surface.